for the official introductions. Here's the international voice of glory, Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contender tournament semifinal scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, he is a WKF, WKN world champion, undefeated as an amateur. His professional career, 23 wins with just 2 losses. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, 1.78 meters. He weighed in at 142.5 pounds, 64.7 kilograms. Fighting tonight out of Toronto, Canada, and ranked number 5 in the world. Introducing Gabriel Varga. His opponent, fighting from the white corner, has defeated some of the biggest names in Muay Thai. His professional record, an amazing 83 wins, 21 losses, 1 bout scored even, 51 wins by knockout. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, 1.73 meters, he weighed in at an even 144 pounds, 65.2 kilos, fighting out of Thailand and ranked number 3 in the world. Please welcome Yodkhunpon, Sitmonchai. Your referee for this matchup is GLORY17.
Ron Kruk and Duke Rufus ringside for GLORY17 Los Angeles. What an electric atmosphere here as we are set to kick off semifinal number 1 of the featherweight contender tournament. This is going to be exciting. Now remember, in a Glory tournament semifinal, 2 knockdowns in around 3 and about will equal a TKO or knockout. Yodkhunpon Sitmonchai in the white gloves and Gabriel Varga in the black gloves and black shorts. Varga goes low with a low kick, but doesn't land.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what he does. Is he going to go fast because we're in a tournament, or is he going to try and pick him apart from the outside, meaning Varga?
Sitmonchai loves to throw those stinging front kicks. Still learning, though. You know, you mentioned in his debut, he was very hesitant. He didn't know he could warm up, so he came out and he was very cold. We'll see if Sitmonchai picks up the pace here early.
You know, different in Thailand, they fight at a lot of the same venues all the time, where a lot of the Western fighters are constantly switching venues. It's a little different when the Thai fighters come over here. It's a completely different atmosphere for them.
Well, Sitmonchai said he was a little starstruck, making his debut on the big stage of Glory at GLORY17 Istanbul, but he did get the win over Raz Sarkisian. This guy, 83-21-1 record for Sitmonchai, and as many of the Thais in their experience, you could probably double that number of fights, Duke.
Yeah, it's a fighting culture. They grew up as kids fighting, but you know what? Vargas, he's the same way. He grew up in a family of martial artists, so he's been competing since he was a small boy at various martial arts.
Sitmonchai got that uppercut through.
Stop.
I think California did a really smart thing. The referee also speaks Thai, so it's going to be a big advantage to really run a clean fight here.
Stinging low kick by Sitmonchai, but it's Varga who's moving forward. He's trying to keep Sitmonchai up against the ropes. Lands a left hook. Spinning kick missed the mark, though, from Varga. High kick from Sitmonchai. We already are seeing a quicker pace by Sitmonchai than we saw in his debut, that's for sure. Under a minute to go in round number 1. Spinning high kick from Varga. Now he's got Sitmonchai stuck in the corner. Body shot from Varga. Counter from Sitmonchai.
Sitmonchai's camp is known for that. They let people come into them, and they look for that big right hand and hook. So you saw Sitmonchai, there it is. He's trying to come back with that big power shot.
Body shot from Varga goes up top now. Knee from Sitmonchai, but not much on it. Flying knee from Gabriel Varga. Looked good, but didn't land. Spinning back fist just misses from Sitmonchai.
That's nice to see from the Thai fighters. That's normally not in their arsenal. Nice move.
Step back.
Great action. Let's go back to Luke Thomas and the Gold Bond powder spray locker cam. He's not kidding. Boy, Jarrell Miller has brought that boxing attitude to kickboxing. He's talked all week long.
Second sound. Second sound. Mouthpiece. Second sound. Mouthpiece. Time.
What's going on there is in Thailand they wear a prajit. There's usually a charm, and that's blessed by a Buddhist monk, and they wear those for good luck for you fans at home.
Great insight. Round number 2 between Yodkhunpon Sitmonchai in the white gloves and Gabriel Varga. This is semifinal number 1 of the featherweight contender tournament. Very entertaining first round, Duke. Who'd you give it to?
Varga by activity. Again, good low kick there from Sitmonchai.
Well, we saw in his debut, Sitmonchai really picked up the pace in the second and third rounds, got more comfortable. We'll see if he can do that again tonight. Low kick delivered from Sitmonchai.
You can see even the
big push from Varga.
You can see the demeanor in his face. He's even changing. They call that in Thai chai dam, the black heart. He's ready to fight. Nice right hand now.
Right hand from Varga got through, and then it goes to the body. The fighters exchange. Question with Sitmonchai was, could he deal with the limited clinch? Here in Glory, no elbows, and that sometimes hampers ties. Uppercut from Sitmonchai got through.
Varga's doing a good job attacking, but he's got to be careful not staying in front of Sitmonchai, because he either gives up that low kick or Sitmonchai has that counter right he likes.
Approaching the midpoint of this fight. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And nice combination from Sitmonchai, and Varga tosses him to the ground. That does not count as a knockdown. Sitmonchai's corner begging him to push the pace, wanting him to pick it up. Uppercut from Sitmonchai. The fighters exchange again. That left high kick from Varga gets through. Follows it up with a knee.
The workman pace of Varga is what's doing it right now. Nice little tricky rainbow kick there.
Under a minute to go. Sitmonchai caught that kick. You can hold it, but then you have to immediately make a move, correct?
Yeah, you can hold it, you got to drop it and strike. You can use it to set up a strike.
Combination from Varga, and now some blood streaming out of the nose of Yodkhunpon Sitmonchai. Under 30 to go in round number 2. Jab from Varga follows up with a straight kick to the face. Sitmonchai on the canvas, but is not ruled a knockdown. 10 seconds to go. Gabriel Varga looking very comfortable in this one as Sitmonchai retaliates as this round comes to an end.
There was that hook and cross that Sitmonchai's been trying to set up.
10 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time, last man standing. 8 men will battle it out, but only one will be crowned champion. What an incredible middleweight tournament that will be. We take a look at the second round highlights, Duke.
Yeah, and here he set up that nice little crispy overhand right. Tapped the double jab, changed the pace, and cracked him with the cross. There's Kru Dam, one of the best Muay Thai trainers in all of Thailand, trying to urge on his fighter. He wants him to go. He knows it's the last round, needs to work hard.
Seconds out. Mouthpiece in.
Third and final round, semi-final number 1, Gabriel Varga and Yodkhunpon Sitmonchai. The winner will move on to to the championship fight. And it's always interesting, the longer these fights go, will that be a factor in the championship fight? See some bad bruises on the thigh of Gabriel Varga, the left leg, as Sitmonchai continues to chop at him.
For you fans at home, that's nothing nice. Imagine someone swinging a baseball bat as hard as they can at you. That's what it's like getting caught with that shin kick.
Varga keeps going back to that spinning back fist. He hasn't had a lot of success with it, but it keeps breaking things up and keeping Sitmonchai at bay.
Exactly, that's why he's doing it. Those different moves are going to keep the technical Thai fighter like Sitmonchai a little off guard and won't let him get his game going.
The jabs now landing for Gabriel Varga. Check out the total strikes for this first round fight.
Well, the percentages are in Sitmonchai's favor, but the volume has been, as we see here, Varga, he's really putting it out there.
29-year-old Gabriel Varga came in with a 23-2 record. He was the favorite to win this featherweight contender tournament.
He had a great performance at Glory in Chicago against Jose Pelicia's nice liver shot and dropped his opponent and did a lot of great things in that fight.
High kick from Varga. Kickboxing and karate specialist, a real high-paced fighter. But he brings some knockout power too, pushing Sitmonchai back up against the ropes.
That's what you have to do against someone like Sitmonchai who likes to throw bombs. You actually have to use your offense as defense. By keeping them defensive, it keeps them from hitting you hard.
Under a minute to go, semifinal number 1.
That was a beautiful jumping switch kick. I was just talking on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day about that kick with Joe.
Joe will be in the house tonight.
Yeah, he's a huge fan of Glory, man. We had a great Joe Rogan podcast, and he loves Glory. We were talking a lot of fun stuff.
30 seconds to go, round 3. Controlled by Gabriel Varga, the Canadian. The number 5 ranked featherweight in Glory. And again, it seems that Sitmonchai still just hasn't adapted to those kickboxing rules yet. A little hesitant and not much offense as Gabriel Varga finishes strong. That's going to do it for this semifinal number 1 between Varga. Welcome back to Glory 17 Los Angeles as we check out the final stats.
Again, the main stat was the percentage landed and the volume of Varga, and that's what won this fight for him, I believe.
Really all Varga in this one. Tonight's highlights are brought to you by 300 Rise of an Empire. Own the Blu-ray this Tuesday. Digital HD available now.
Nice overhand right, precision striking with his hands. Varga was very accurate there. That sneaky uppercut went back to the body. And again, he did the old school combo called the 4 horsemen. Body, head, body, head. Nice work.
Let's make it official and go back into the Glory ring and Tim Hughes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we send it to the judges' scorecard. And they give us back a unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored about the same, 30-27, for your winner, who now advances to the tournament final, Gabriel Varga.
So Gabriel Varga has punched his ticket into the featherweight contender finals. He'll return to the locker room to wait and find out who his opponent later tonight will be. And that opponent will be either one of these 2 men in the second semifinal of the contender tournament, either California's Shane Oblonsky or Brazil's Marcus Vinicius.